Okay, I'm going to do another playthrough of my game. I'm calling it the Sprawl. So on Screentop, this is what you get when you load it up. I've added a lot of new characters to the game, so to start the game you need to make sure you pick a pilot, one of these 6 guys over here, and you pick a ship, which is one of these larger cards. So for this game I'll pick this dude. Is like a scientist, and so she's good at researching and advancing on the research track. And I'll go ahead and choose the blue ship, and so I add those power cards to the 13 power cards of my pilot, and this is going to give me a unique deck that I shuffle up together. And I take the ship card, my pilot card has a special ability. The pilot has an ability that I can change the rotation of one adjacent sprawl. The ship determines how you're going to be attacking for the most part. Each ship has different spots that you can use to move and attack, and there's different rules for each ship. Usually, yeah, you can flip over the card and see the special rules for each ship. So this one is kind of the first one that I conceived of, where you're just blasting in a straight line, and so I'll show you how that works. But you take your ship marker and put it on planet 3, and then you take this marker and put it at the bottom of the power-up track. And so that's pretty much all you need to do. And then to start the game, you're going to have 3 sets of different sprawl. These are like the enemy that you're supposed to be taking out. So to draw one, just grab it. I'm going to grab 2 of each color. And as I do this, you're supposed to kind of just pretend you're drawing these from a bag, and they are double-sided. So I try to just flip over every other one that I bring out so that I can randomize which side comes out. So you're seeding 2 of each color into the galaxy, and you see these planets that are numbered. That just tells you how you're going to put these out. So when I grab a Sprawl token, I look at it, and the little number at the top tells me which planet it goes on. And if that planet is occupied, then you send it to the hex where that red line is showing. So this one goes to planet 5. This one goes to planet 3, but I'm on there already, so I send it to the hex down and to the right because of the red line. This one goes to planet 5, but it's occupied, so I send it there. This green one goes to planet 6. This blue one goes to planet 1. And this one goes to 5, but I send it there because 5 was occupied. That's the initial seeding to randomize the beginning of the game. And then all you do is flip over the top card of the deck that is over here. This is the Sprawl deck. I look at that and it says green is going to come out, so I'm just basically going to seed 3 more greens. I'm going to flip over randomly one of them. So I'm seeding that here because planet 1 was occupied. This one goes to 4, and this one goes to 3, and then there. That's the setup. Now you see I also have 1 perk to start. It's a plus-minus perk, and these are my dice down here that I'm going to be rolling to place, and then I place the dice on my ship card to move around and attack, or to advance my power-up track so that I can get powered-up cards, which is this deck of 26 that I made. So to begin, I can put them on these 4 spots, and I can also put the dice on this supplemental board on the side where it says there's a spot that says research the antidote. I can put a die there to push this blue token down. And this is important to help me win the game. The farther it goes down, then at the time when I use the antidote spot up here, that will kill all of the sprawl that are numbered. Say if the token is right here, then it's going to kill all the sprawls valued 1 through 4. So usually you want to get this down near the end because you're not going to be able to control the growth with your actions and your attacks alone. Usually you're going to have to kind of use this antidote one time. This is kind of like the fear track in Spirit Island, where you're making the game, the win condition changes as you go. So you're making it so that at one point, if I am able to use the antidote when the tracker is down here, I'm able to wipe out everything, and the win condition becomes I need to just kill all the 6s that remain, because all the 1 through 5s I can wipe out. So that's how that works. So I've seeded the board, I'm ready to go, so I grab all my dice, I roll them all, I got a 1, and a 6. So I gotta basically choose how I'm going to go about doing this. Now the blue ship has a cool ability where they can advance the power-up track with 2 spaces. One of them requires a 6, and it lets you re-roll that die and assign it somewhere else. That's what the chain symbol with the little rotation around it. What's that? That's what that means. It means you can take the die back and re-roll it and put it somewhere else. So I think I'll do that. I'll put this here, advance the power-up track. That lands me on a power-up spot, so I get to gain a power-up card. How you do that is you just grab 4 of these and you flip them all over and you just get to choose one. Whoops. I think I messed something up. There we go. So these cards do a lot of different things. This one lets me destroy 3 sprawl that are next to planet P, P being the value of the die that I put on. This lets you re-roll your dice if you get a bad roll, which wouldn't be too bad to have. This one lets you heal some population. This down here is the population die, just like a tracker. When you get hit, I'll show you how that works later, but that's your health basically. So you can heal that with some abilities. I'll just grab the planetary resistance power-up card, and then the other ones I'm just going to discard over here. Now note that the green had seeded, so the green is going to be growing after I do my turns. So I want to focus now on killing the green dice, the green sprawl. So I have to re-roll this, but I get to assign it somewhere else. So I'll put it here, and I'll put one of my 1s here, and I'll put another die over here to research the antidote, get this tracker moving down. So I've activated my blast off ability, which lets me move 1 in a straight line, and I can kill everything that I hit that has a value of 2 or less. So I'm going to go down here, I'm going to kill this guy. I really need to kill this token down here because it's going to grow in 6 different directions. The arm that comes off of the sprawl, it shows you where they're going to grow. These tokens are wormholes. You can teleport between them if you land on them. Okay, so how it works is you take 2 turns, so that's the end of my first turn. I just take all my dice back and I roll them all and I go again. I'm going to maybe I'll activate my planetary resistance, so I can choose any die and put it on there. And I get to, in this case, I'm going to look at planet P, which is planet 5, because I'm putting a 5 on there, and I destroy 3 sprawl on or adjacent to planet 5. So I'll do that. I get to just destroy this. I put them in the bags underneath. So I'll destroy those 3. And when you see this symbol that has the rotation, like a 90-degree rotation, that means you just spin the card to the clockwise 90 degrees. And then if that happens, then you get new text on the top, which says discard this card to destroy 3 sprawl on or adjacent to planet P. So I get to do it again, but it's a powerful ability, so I can only do it twice. So my last die I'll put here. I'm going to blast off in a movement of 2, 1, 2, with a power of 4, so I can kill this guy down here. 1, 2. Because as you can see, blast off says move X in a straight line, may move through plague, that should say through sprawl, and attack Y in each hex entered. So whenever you're attacking these sprawl, you only kill them outright, or you never take off health from them. So if I had traveled through this 6 and I only had an attack of 4, I just wouldn't have touched it at all. You either kill it or you don't. So I'm down here now. That's the end of my second turn. So now it's a sprawl turn. I just look at the sprawl turn tracker over here, and I'm going with damage. There's nobody there, so I go to the grow stage, and there is green is growing. I just look at the color of the card that's there. Now 6s do not grow, luckily. As you can see, they don't have an arm growing off, but this sprawl will grow in the direction shown by its little arm. So I grab one here, and I just randomly decide to, when you're drawing it in a physical game, you'll just kind of look at whatever side you pull up, and that'll be the side that you use. But I just try to flip the token every other time that I draw one out to randomize that. So that grows there. Now I'm done with the grow step. I take this card and move it up. It's kind of like Spirit Island, where you're using the cards to advance through the enemy turn. And now I'm going to do a seed step with blue. So I take 3 blues. I'm flipping every other one. I'm going to seed onto planet 2, onto planet 6, but I'm occupying it, so that's there. And then planet 4, I'll go there. That's it for the enemy turn. You can see they're growing. I'm going to have to deal with green damaging me next time, and then blue growing. So I'm going to need to get rid of this guy because the ones grow really fast. I'll try to get rid of them. So now it's my turn. I grab all my dice, and I'm rolling. I'm going to go ahead and show you how the wormhole works. First, I'm going to do my experiment, advance the power track, boom. And then I'm going to roll this die, and I get to take it back. But you can only use each spot one time. So I can't go and put another die on that spot. I'm going to I think what I'll do is research with this die, push this down 1, and then I'll move 4, attack 2. So I'm going to go 1. Immediately when you hit the wormhole, you teleport to the other wormhole. That doesn't cost any movement. So I have still 3 more movement. So that's 2, 3, 4. And I'm blasting off. Once I hit the wormhole, I can continue to blast off in any direction. So I'm hitting this blue sprawl. I have a power of 4, so I can't kill that 6, so I have to stop right before it. That's my first turn. I take my dice back. And I roll them again. All right. I'm not in a good position to kill much right now, but maybe I will use my planetary resistance card on planet 4 to kill 3 Sprawl that are on or adjacent to that planet. So 1, 2, 3. So this card now goes away because it says discard after I use it. And I still have 2 dice to use. I think I'll get going on the power-up track. I'll advance, and I hit a power-up spot with the star on it, so I get to draw 4 more. And I'm gonna flip these over. So I have a shield card, a double boost, lets me add the value of 1 die to both of my other dice. That's pretty good, I think. I'm going to go for that because there's some cool synergies, combos that you can do with some other cards. So that's a power-up card that I now have. And I have 1, so I get to re-roll this one and take it back. I still have a 1 and a 2 that I need to use. I think in order to advance this token, again, I need a 2 or more. So I will go ahead and use this to advance that. And I crossed over a perk spot, this little orange symbol with the hand. That means I grab another perk from the bag. So I now have 2 plus minus perks. I have a 1 I'll put on the power-up track